There was a period of time where I stopped playing many games, but despite this, I picked up Abzu as soon as it came out on Steam. I was drawn to it for some reason, most likely its captivating visuals, which are definitely my weakness when it comes to games. It was only 10 minutes in that I quickly understood that for my return to gaming, Abzu was perfect. This stylized underwater playground enveloped me in an absolutely phenomenal use of colour. I have never felt so much life in a virtual space. The lush green jungles of seaweed, the darting schools of fleeting fish, a flourishing ecosystem is so perfectly replicated. Injections of contrasting colours made for visually stunning environments. While every feature on its own is simple, everything is woven together in a symphony of liveliness. Most of the environments were busy, but in a way that simultaneously provided a sense of homeliness and splendour. Its vibrancy made exploration delightful. In fact, the game's director Matt Nava says that you may have 10,000 fish on screen at one time, which to this day blows my mind. Although that seems like too much, the simplistic art style helps stop scenes like these from being overwhelming for the player. I'd say all the places made great use of aesthetically pleasing palettes. The first chapter welcomed me with a forest of deep greens, with transitions to the autumnal colour scheme of the third chapter. The underwater colours often contrast those above water too. Every aspect of every area was so meticulously designed. You can feel the presence of the designer's love and care in every corner. Even the way the seaweed gently brushes against you as you swim past is nothing short of satisfying. And when you swim close to the ocean floor, you can kick up the sand, giving the world another touch of texture. Not to mention how you can push past the delicate lilies sitting on the surface of the water. You can feel the weight of everything in this world through interactions and movements. The moments of diving from structures high up and breaking into the water gives you an intense feeling of gratification. Leaping out of the water with a flurry of fish following suit is also satisfying in this way, and it's something I played around with a lot. Plus, the sounds of all the fish hitting the water was impactful and addictive. The deep sea possessed a kind of galactic beauty. Particles and organisms glowed intensely in the dark depths, like stars on the black canvas of the night sky. The beings that live in this cosmic ocean also have an alien appearance at times. In general, the variation of habitats kept gameplay feeling fresh and exciting, despite the limited controls and mechanics. I spent a lot of time riding around on the inhabitants of the sea, from sharks to giant whales. I sapped up every little bit of atmosphere this game had to offer, and I felt emotional. It was like I was playing out a dream. I sat at every meditation statue, watching the different species go about their lives and sometimes eating one another. Their animations were varied and honestly impressive considering the density of these environments. The way each fish moved was modelled on their real-life counterparts too. Even just watching them swim around was therapeutic and honestly remarkable considering the amount of detail. Theatrical, dreamlike sequences often serve as transitions between areas. There is a constant flow between these spaces, which is incredibly fitting for the underwater nature of the game. The controls also follow this sentiment of fluidity, with your character gracefully traversing this subaqueous expanse. There is a sense of scale that leaves you in awe. You would think that being so minuscule would be intimidating, but these scenes are so beautiful that you're comforted instead. Creatures of the sea, big and small, will accompany you in this dance of the ocean. The game has one of the most amazing soundtracks I've ever heard, with fantastical, childlike wonder-inducing music that makes this experience feel even more cinematic. I loved it so much I even shaped this entire video around my favourite song from the soundtrack. I really like that the music is dynamic and matches up with the mood of the chapter you're playing. While Abzu is a fairly short game, its quality was more than fulfilling. I could not tear my eyes away from the screen and finished it in one sitting. The immersion was immense, and this magical experience went on to shape my outlook on games, and introduce me to the world of indie games too. I replayed Abzu in preparation for this video, and it hasn't lost any feeling of admiration the second time around. I think for all gamers, there's that one game that flicked a switch. It completely changes your perspective and makes you realise the potential and wonder that video games can hold. It's that feeling of complete and utter fascination with the medium. Abzu was that game for me. But what was yours?